NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the I. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
Newton to his fullback, Tolbert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But they're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season. Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And, right away, he lost the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys are
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what?
There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They send Green to the left on his own. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's brought down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Andy Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. I don't think Dalton liked the matchup there. He's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Hill. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
380. Passing. It's Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then He's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Finding time. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Dalton with a give to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills? And it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Partner, I was working the Buffalo game when A.J. Green got hurt on, I believe, the second snap and never came back. A hamstring injury, couldn't finish the season, fell just short of 1,000 yards, which is something he does each and every year.
And that broke his streak of 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. So you're right, he does do it every year. That was week 11 against Buffalo, wasn't it?
Week 11, unable to make it back, but still voted to the Pro Bowl.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the offense in a great spot. It's first, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Wide 20.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And Dalton to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton now to pass. And a right side completion here by LaFell. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. Oh, look at the juke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Stewart. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
on the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. On 4th down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. Muscles him off. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Back to the ground now with Stewart. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They go back to Stewart on 1st. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense. 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They send Green to the left on his own. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They come out here in the eye. And Dalton to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the Panthers coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Gun. Switch.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for Cincinnati first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A road